drift event number 2 is today. Been having a little problem with the S10. Did some back road drifting the other day and the fuel was cutting out on it. Either the fuel or the ignition was cutting out on it. So it's got brand new spark plugs, brand new wires. Thinking maybe something up with the fuel. So we're gonna clean the O2 sensors and put a little bit of liquid moly Jectron in there. Don't really have a whole lot of time to get things fixed by the time the event starts. It's a pop-up event. Starts at 6 p.m. and ends at 10 p.m. And we're just gonna throw this thing together because it's almost 5 p.m. right now.
Drift event number 2. Y'all seen in the video before this one, the door latch was broke. And I mentioned that there was an oil leak in my engine bay somewhere. Haven't really been having that issue since I drove it back from that other event. But since the other event, I have fixed my door. I shouldn't have any issues there. So I guess I'm just gonna send it.
Got the necessities loaded down in the Ombre. Got Elizabeth and the children. S10's ready to go. Nolan's got his truck with his extra set of wheels back there. We're heading to Bowling Green. Here's our drift pad. Okay. Just got here. Pretty sure they're out there cleaning up some glass off the pad. What's your goal for today?
I spin out 10 times.
10 times. All right. Your door gonna stay closed?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. Let me. Oh, yank it. All right. Yeah, I think she's gonna stay closed for you. What's your goal for today, Jarrett? If I had to say what my goal is, I at least want to make it all the way around again and cleaner than before. And I'm really going to work on that right hand entry and perfecting the transitions because that is still hard for me. The sun's going down, about to make our first pass. It's gonna be a good night. far it's running fine. It hasn't gave any hiccups yet. The temperatures are still climbing up, and I'm having to turn it off while I'm in the staging lanes and leave my radiator fans on, stuff like that, but it's running all right. A few wet spots out there, and I thought that might be our trouble today, but so far that's not been our main issue. Our main issue has been trying to hold the dang thing in a drift. His truck and my truck. I'm not going to blame it 100% on this, but my Eaton TrueTrac is for sure opening up. I had my suspicions last time, but it's for sure opening up out there when I come shallow to a drift. If I'm deep in it, I don't notice it, but when I go shallow or I start to transition, it'll open dip and just go straight instead of transition. So that's one thing I got to work with out there. There's nothing I can change about that, nothing I can adjust. I just got to keep the wheel speed a little bit higher to make it stay engaged better. Nolin was waiting in line, about to take off, and he had his truck off to let it cool down some. When he started it back, it didn't start back. It just clicked. So we got out there, we popped the hood, we messed with it for a second. Didn't even change anything. Battery cables was tight. He got back in there and it started right up. He made us pass. We came over here, turned it off. I got in it. I was about to make a pass in his truck, and now it's doing it again. We think it's the starter wire. Satisfied with how today went, but I'm very satisfied on the fact that I had a blast out there. The TrueTrac is for sure opening up, and I'm not happy about that. Might put a spool in it for the reliable consistency of knowing that the wheels are going to be locked. Also feel like I need a better tune, and anything that I can do to adjust the factory steering angle to be better for this situation, I need to go ahead and do that now, instead of leaving it just stock. How'd it go for you?
One thing I've noticed with my truck, I have no shocks for one, and it's stock suspension, so that's kind of keeping me from breaking tractions easy.
Very unstable in it.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that if I'm not constantly jerking that wheel sideways or clutch dumping, I'm grabbing traction more, so I can't really get it to slide. When I do, I'm spinning out. Before my next event, I'm probably gonna change up the suspension. I need to lower it anyways, so I'm gonna save up and figure out what I want to do with that.
For sure, some shocks on that mode.
Yeah, at least.
Left beach pin, the S10 started running real bad, worst it's ever ran, and putted it all the way to this gas station. Got here and it said the pumps were closed, and we just got back from another gas station and bought a gas jug for $30, $10 worth of gas. See if it's gonna work. Gotta put a little dinosaur fuel in her and drawn back to HQ. Rise is holding my leak in. Brand new jug leaking.
Imagine that.
Alright. It's still running awful right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is sputtering hard. I'm on my way back into Bowling Green. Gonna go ahead and fill up with fuel just in case. And probably gonna check some fuses and then try and limp it home. Just filled up with gas. It was definitely not that because it's still running bad. I messed with all my fuses. It wasn't that because it's still running bad. So we're gonna try and limp this thing home. 11:23 at night. We have made it back to headquarters.